Welcome to Live at 5 with Junk the Gems. Howdy, y'all. I'll see if we got Paul in here. I'm rushing doing my dishes, catch you, and you're still late, Gary. I know. No, I was only a minute late. Technically a minute and a half, I guess. Uh, well, hello, everybody. So we got Gwen Woodsbound, Nancy Brown from Texas, from hot Texas. Brian Wilkerson, Gwen. There's Ginger. What's happening, girl? There's Jan. Hello, Jan. Um, let's see. Let me scan through real quick. Mike Birch. So anyway, got good news and bad news. There's out and about with M&D. What's happening, y'all? Uh, I'll tell you about the news here in a few minutes, but I don't know if you can see all the crap I got all over me right now. Didn't really have a chance much to clean up before the live. Currently getting hammered with rain. Oh man, you know, we got some of that a little while ago too. Oh yeah, weatherman. You know how they are, lying communists. Said, oh, you're gonna have a nice clear day, maybe a little cloud, and that's about it. But nice, beautiful day. Then tomorrow night, supposed to get some rain, and it's gonna come through, and it's gonna be spotty at that, and but no, got it today. Got a good downpour there for what, about 5 minutes or so. So you see Mary back there trying to get her video going here. We're saying hi, Mary, or Robert. I know it's not Robert. It's see if I can remember her name. Oh, she's in the live. See, there she is, Mary and Miley's Adventures. She's actually in the live here, y'all. So anyway, yeah, it's about had enough of the rain, y'all. It's like they just can't seem to stop. Your rain, take it back. No, Ray. We've had enough. That's why we're trying to send it that way. Get it out of here. Like we've had more than our share of that rain. So there's Heartland HQ with Dink and Tank. So a couple of more of my favorite people in the world. So yeah, like I said, we got a little bit more today, and it's just getting old, y'all. It really is. Like last year, we went through, the summer out here, and it was nice. Hardly any rain, nice, dry and hot. And, we really loved it, but nope, not this year. No more talking about Mary and Miley. Mary's watching, right? uh, we have uh, we have to. I missed it, Ray. Hang on. Where'd it go? Oh, it went too fast on me. Aggressive for a living, but we've had too much rain. I need a break. You and I, Ray. You and I both need a break. Yeah. There's Marco. What's happening? So yeah, the rain is just getting ridiculous, y'all. And everybody keeps saying it's gonna dry out. It's gonna dry out. Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. That's like listening to a weatherman uh, just lie. I had a good one in my head for all that one, but that didn't happen. Flash floods for us tonight. Man, y'all stay safe out there. There's Rose Chastain. What's happening, Rose? Did I miss somebody in there? I thought I missed somebody in the chat here for a second. Hang on, let me go scan back. It kind of flew by me out there for a second. Lori Carp, what's happening? Susan Friends, what's happening? I like your last name, Friends. Even though it sounds like, it sounds like Friends, but hey, Susan's a Friends. Go say hi to Susan's Friends. Wichita, Kansas is getting it now, man. Good, keep it. As long as they don't get the tornadoes and everything, just the rain and nobody gets hurt, I'm good with it. Somebody else can have it. Because Lord knows we've had enough. So everybody seemed to like the video yesterday of the with the drone and the tree cutting guys. So here's the funny of that. So the guys I was talking about losing power and how we You know, the branches just come down there and they bounce off the power lines, and that's the only time we ever lose power during a storm. All right, well, got to talking all that trash about, you know, how nice it was only losing power, just like a glitch every now and then, and what have you like that. And the tree guys, you know, they just solved that problem. And I'll be damned if not today. We lost power for about 2 hours, y'all. 2 hours. Yeah. And I'm hoping it wasn't my guys that were here because they were such nice guys that caused the problem. But yeah, the problem lost power for 2 hours. And why? I think it's because one of them hit a power line and took it out. So, needless to say, we had none here. There's Liam McGotham. What's happening? Yeah, see, I knew. Okay, so Brian, here's the bad news on Bertha. No, I did not fix it. Got the new switch, put it in, still no accessories. So it's got to be one of the relays in there, and Tony's going to help me work on that, see if we can't figure out which relay it is. But I'm going to get out there in the morning and swap the one out. Like when you hit accessory, you hear the one relay kick in. It's up in the dash. So when you hear that relay kick in, you know it's actually trying to work. But in that particular relay, from what I've read so far, that operates like 3 or 4 different things all at the same time on that one relay. So if it's you know, if it's only doing part of it, because the thing will start, it'll start right up and everything else works except the backhoe and the accessories. And when you turn the key to accessory, that clicks again and still nothing's working out of that end of it. So I was watching a guy a little while ago about that, and he said, look, relay's kicking, but it's not connecting. And there's you know, it was just one of those things with dirt got in it and it's old. So it is what it is. So I'm going to try and swap those out. Oh, Jan's a new member. You are awesome, Jan. Thank you. Let's show that. There's Hiking with Jackie Boy. What's happening? So anyway, yeah, that's what ended up happening with so far. Like I said, at least I got a backup key switch now. So now I just got to find the relay for it. You know, oh, good old John Deere wanted like $130 for that key switch, and I found it online for like, you know, 30 bucks. But now we know that's not the problem. So it is what it is. Show comments on stage. How do you show comments on the stage? Let's turn that on and see what it does. See, gotta learn something new. Can't do that. All right, do I have to go back to the comment? There we go, hide comment. There we go. Told you, I got to be smarter than the toys I'm playing with. Which doesn't happen very often when it comes to computers. So anyway, yeah, I think my guys took out the power line today because, like I said, it was out for a couple hours. And of course, you know, Energy's got this cool little thing where they'll send you a text message or an email, right? And in this case, it's an email. And I don't get the emails, you know, because what happens? Power goes out, internet goes down, no emails. But then didn't even get them. Didn't get them till like 4 hours after. Hey, you have a power outage. Hey, there's a guy over there working on it right now. Hey, guess what? Power's been restored. You think? Tina Fabian, what's happening? So yeah, I thought it was just kind of comical. Well, you know, if power goes out, how are you going to get the email? I know, through your phone. But if you only get phone service through internet, oh, guess what? There's Bobby. What's happening, man? Jan says, I'm not smarter than the toys I play with. I know, they get me too, every day. They challenge me on a regular basis. See, so Bobby said his power was out too. He only lives a couple of miles from us. So they must have taken it out down the road. Maybe that big machine. So maybe it wasn't my guys that took it out. It must have been the big machine that took it out. So hopefully that's it. There's Gary. What's happening, man? I hope you're surviving okay down there with all that, because I seen y'all got a bunch of extra rain too. Thank God it was all stayed south there the other day. And Robert Holland, I can't remember what, I know she's under her husband's name here, but all right, tell us what your name is again. Huh? Kim? Kim? All right, Kim. Paul says, Jan, we know your biggest toy is the boss man, right? At least it's a fun toy. Rachel's in here. Yay. Josie, that's it. Josie, that's it. We got to set you up an account there, Josie, so you can have one of your own. That way you can be extra special. Yeah, Rachel was just over here a little while ago. I was been working on the barn, y'all, so that you'll see that project coming up here soon, probably in the next day or so. He is fun. 21 years of fun. There's Hopkins Dirty South Homestead. We're in the northeast corner of Mississippi, and our power was out. Yeah. So maybe it wasn't just local then. Maybe it was all over. No, I haven't tried swapping those lines on the thumb yet, because I can't get the backhoe to even engage. That's on the key switch, or the it's either the key switch or the relay inside the dash. Because I mean, even with the key switch turning, I'm not getting any lights on accessory. There's Cassie's Kitchen Creations. Tiny Bubbles going to Freedom Weekend. I'm not sure, because we are really pressed for time getting this done here. The stuff we've got to get done in the barn, because we've got the temperatures fixing to rise immensely. Like they were predicting today we were supposed to have temperatures and the feel-like temperatures of 105 to 115, but that rain kind of kept that at bay today. I mean, right now it says it's 78 out there, because it's so I'm thinking probably tomorrow and Thursday we're going to get those high temps. There's B. Patton. Keep treading water. I know. Good news is I got a boat coming. It might be enough to float around the pond, or at least float down the driveway, but it's a little bitty boat coming. So yeah, it's so if y'all will bear with me on some of these, I've got some collabs I've really got to do to kind of help supplement some of the income here, because the channel has really been taking a big hit lately. So if y'all would just be so sweet and kind and just watch them through, and give them a thumbs up, and and a comment for me, that would be awesome. Kind of helps keep everything going as far as the YouTube part going, and we get to make a few bucks on the side there as well to help keep things going here. Okay, I missed that one. Oh, okay. Josie said, loving your property over there, Rachel. Yeah, they're getting her done slowly but surely. There's Tina Fabian. I was wiping sweat from my eyes today while working outside for a bit. I know. It was doing that like this morning. It started out at 68 degrees, got real hot up until about about 11 or so, and then we lost power. So then we had to kick the fan on one of the solar generators, and got us a little bit kind of chilled out in here. But being in this metal box here, basically it gets to cooking. Offer to store Cummins boat for emergency transportation, right? Well, I got a little bitty boat coming, so it's a little bitty kayak, which is what we've been wanting to get one anyway. And this company reached out and said, "Hey, would you like a little 2-man kayak?" And I said, "Sure. Let me see what we can do that." Small fan cooling me off as I sweat. That's it. Hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that, brother. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So like I said, if y'all would do that for me, that would be really nice. I hate asking for that, but you know, like I said, it just helps keep things going and makes it a little bit better for the channel. Hopkins 30 South says, I can feel the prayers. Good deal. You gotta love it when you can feel that love, Doesn't matter what you're doing, so you can feel that love. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be doing a few more of those here soon. I actually had a very good company reach out to me about another solar generator, and I'm definitely going to be doing that one because that is supposed to be, from everything I keep reading and hearing from other people that have solar generators, this one is supposed to be like one of the top 5 there. So I'll put it that way. And so I'm hoping to do that. Sit in or sit on kayak. It's actually a 2-seater, so it's an inflatable type kayak. But this is supposed to be like really extra thick bottom and all that kind of good stuff. And it's a 2-seater, so we can, if it's just me by myself, I can take it out there, blow it up real quick, throw my oar in the water, and take off and do a little fishing that way, or playing, or we can take Shorty out there; she can play with it. Get your mammograms, lady. How do you say it? I had a good joke about that, but how can I say that on here? I probably can't. I have to sit on and sit in kayaks, right? Yeah, it's just a little 2-seater inflatable, and I thought, sure, if you want to send it to me and let me do a video on it, I'll check it out for you. I'll give you an honest review on it. So I thought that'd be very cool. Like I said, it'd be something for, for us to get out there in. And then, who knows, maybe, I know, right? Jen, I know, don't say it. As much as I want to say that joke, but I can't say it on here. We have to keep it rated G. Paul, no, you can't, don't dare me. Oh man, see, I'm trying to hold off because I keep wanting to remember that. Now I want to say it, but I can't remember all of it now. But I gotta leave that alone. But I know, isn't it, Josie? That dog door is very cool. Like, you can see it sitting right there, so you can see how that works. And Mary got up early this morning, and she got up like 2 minutes till it was time to go to open up. And of course, the dogs went over there and looked at the door when she looked at, when she got up. And then she said it just opened up by itself, and the dogs just kind of looked at it like, what? So yeah, they were, and of course, we got the supervisor here, and I don't know if y'all can't see them on the camera here, but they're all laying in here in the AC today. They are definitely AC babies. So at least the girls are. Smoke's outside on his platform. He don't care. He's like, it's 77. It ain't hot out here. So if I had light, you could see it, but you could probably see him sitting there. No, you got that thing in the way. So I know if you turn this big light on over top of my desk right here, it lets you see outside. I'll see if I can do it. Turn the light on. Yeah, there he is. You can see him sitting right, where is that? Right there. He's laying there, chilling out. he is such a prissy dog. Like, he likes baths, likes to be groomed. He doesn't like to get his feet dirty or wet, even though he will. But the funny part about it is, he doesn't like none of that stuff, but he'll dig his way underneath that fence every once in a while when he finds him a soft spot where he can do it, and he'll get bloody muddy and don't care. That doesn't bother him. There's Ariel. What's happening? Shalom, shalom. Margaret Henderson. Hi from Ireland. Great. Get a kayak if it rains anymore. You'll need an ark. I know, right? I thought about starting to build floats on the barn itself, you know, and just let the whole barn float. Yeah, I thought that would be just too hilarious to me. Not to mention, you start building an ark up here. You know, we have so many signs about Jesus and Jesus loves and all that stuff. I start building an ark around here, and people will lose their damn mind. I'd have more company I know what to do with. Oh man! So at least that rain we got today wasn't really horrible. So I mean, it wasn't really enough to even get the ground sloppy. All it did was just add to the puddles that were out there. But it's working. And I wish I could show you all the stuff that's been going on today in the barn, but I don't know if you can see all my dots. That'll give you that'll give you a little clue on all my dots of what's been going on inside the barn today. Oh, I only got yeah, I got a few dots on this side you can't see. No, it's not dandruff. I promise you. You know, that's something I've never had an issue with. Tina Fabian says the Ark of Arkansas, right? That would be comical. I don't care who you are. That right there would be funny. Like I said, I'd have the Jesus freaks, man. The ones that, you know, that just go too extreme with that, they would be all up in my business. What are you doing that for? So let's see. You start building an ark and everybody want a seat, right? To help for a seat when it's needed. I know it's getting to that point. Finger painting? No, not finger painting. Not painting either. Not even any kind of painting. There's Big Wave. What's happening, Kevin? Yep, no kind of painting. So you gotta see if you can figure out these kind of dots. I'll give you a little clue. Can I do it? Ah, there's a big clue for you. There's Durden. What's happening? Bring on the collabs. Thank you, Durden. I appreciate that. Yeah, I gotta do some of them. Ooh, Durden's maybe hitting on something here. Yep. All right, I'll tell you. Yeah, it's insulation, and you'll get to see how well it's doing or how well it's not doing. I think it's going fairly well. I really do. I think it's going pretty good. It's not the prettiest job in the world because this is my first time ever doing it. Um, excuse me. I've only seen this type of spray foam done on videos, so it was a new type of situation for me. Even though, you know, like I said, you watch enough videos on it, and I was expecting. I don't know. I don't even really know what I was expecting. But I think when I was spraying it, it was more of a. Um, I thought it was going to be like a can of spray foam, you know, like the gap filler and all that, and the crack filler. You know, where you pull the trigger and it just comes out in a stream and you know and what have you. But no, this is actually came out pretty cool. Princess B and the Art of Everything. Hey, there's a cool name. I like it. Uh, Brian says, "What? So Asheville, Raleigh. I live more in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Blue Ridge Mountains are beautiful, y'all. Yep, I did. Went to YouTube University. So, yeah, I actually almost got arrested in the Blue Ridge Mountains for flying a Phantom 4 drone out there. Um, I mean, she wasn't. I won't say almost got arrested. I should say more like they come out and gave me a stern talking to about the rules and regulations of flying a drone over a federal park. Oh, okay. But I did get some really cool videos before they shut me down, so that was very cool. I got some pictures of my youngest daughter, Brianna, sitting out on the edge of a, on a wall there on the lookout area, and it was very cool to look at. Charlene Grady, what's happening? So yeah, like I said, it was very cool to see that. I wish I could get pull out some of those videos and stuff like that from that drone, but this other drone we got though is actually a pretty nice one. This Phoenix drone. So if y'all are interested in a decent drone, you see how well and easy they fly, and it just it took me a few times to get used to it and kind of working out the kinks on the maneuvering it, what have you. And I say that because like a lot of the smaller drones, like you really have to get full power and full joystick to do this and do that. This one here is pretty touchy, so you just got to do it slow. And man, it doesn't take very long at all, but it takes a pretty good wind as well. So, and the other day when I was flying that, like I flew that probably a good, I'm gonna say good 30, 45 minutes, and then I would have done some more, except I thought the other battery was charged and it wasn't charged. So, needless to say, there's Poco Schmidt. So, good day, y'all. See, Poco, we gotta get you. Teach you some Southern stuff. So here we say good day all, or you say hey, good day all. Here we say good day y'all. Oh, did I miss something? Oh, I did. I scanned right past that. I need drone flying instructions. Looks like you'll need to make a road trip. I know, right? There's loved 123 piece. Well, Miley is actually my stepdaughter. So my youngest biological daughter is Brianna. She's 20 something. So, but I claim her full as mine. So I don't know. Try to remember it. Say, so Foco, when you're over there and you start and you come up and say y'all, they're going to look at you like you lost your mind. They're going to be, all your friends are going to look around and go, oh, hell, she went down south and in the United States. We, what was it? I missed it there. It's y'all. That's right. There's Peter Boy. What's happening? What, oh, shoot, it flew by me again. Proud Irish lad living in England. I love it. That's the Scottish and Irish accent. That's one that's always thrown me off a little bit. Because like uh I know if you're over there, and you go from Ireland to Scotland, that it you can pick out the difference and pick up the accent real easy. At least I can anyway. So my first time, it was real easy for me to pick it up, but now it's been so long since I've been over there, it throws me for a loop when I try to do it now. But I love the accents. That's just something I've always enjoyed doing. And I actually looked into one time doing voiceovers for like cartoons and what have you. And I thought, you know what, that'd be a very cool job. Oh, Jan says I'm married to a Scot, and I'm British and Irish. And see, and that's what the Scotland and Scotland they say Scot, and I have, Paul. I always do. One of my favorite one is the Indian accent. And that's all because of that movie. I just thought that movie was just absolutely hilarious. And if y'all don't know which movie I'm talking about, it's the number 5 is alive. uh, why can't I ever remember the name of that movie? That always messes me up. Etienne, yeah, she was in the background. She's in there trying to get some dinner going now. Number 5 is alive. That's right. uh, so Auntie Anne, tell me some good news on that truck. Yeah, you need a grasses. But Welch one. So you know, I haven't been there, so a Welch accent. I'm not sure. I might have to look into that one and find see if I can do that one. Short Circuit. That's it. Venus Odyssey. Got it. That's awesome. I don't know why I can't ever remember that movie. It's always number 5. uh, okay, Auntie Anne saying hi to everybody. I know I need a bigger grasses. I got them right here, but I don't think they're big enough. I need a really big grasses, like these. And these are actually so cool because they do the eyeballs move. Okay, everybody saying hi. Please don't try to get him on the Celts accent. I know, right? The Celts is another one because just like Germany, okay, in America, uh, you would be surprised how different the accents are, even in all different countries from north to south. And like there's Don Edmonds, Tina Fabian, and like I learned German in Schaffenburg, Germany, Heibach area, and I had some German friends of mine that I took up north, and we took a train trip and went up way up northern Germany, and they were trying to talk to some of the people up there, and then people were looking at these. Now these are Germans. They're looking at them like they lost their damn mind too. Like they couldn't understand half of what they were saying. And I'm thinking, man, that reminds me of just like the United States. Before he can start on the truck, it's fixed. It's fixed now, so he will start on it soon. Okay, cool. Has to come out to get the. Oh yeah, yeah. If that's 4-wheel drive, it's a lot easier just to take the transportation transmission out, which is what I'm probably going to end up doing with mine. Is just go ahead and take them both out, and do it that way. Lock your house and fiberglass, right? It's like the Scots turf builder accent, the guy on there. Just feed it. You've seen how the younger people talk? You can't understand young people anymore. They go to talking, especially the uneducated ones, they go to talking and you're like, huh? Jonesy, what's happening, my friend? G'day, mate. So yeah, has anybody ever seen that guy on like TikTok and stuff like that and YouTube that and he gets up there and busts all these young people out, and he gets that look on his face too when they get to talking, and as my mom used to say, don't let your tadpole head overload your alligator beak, and basically the look he gets on his face when he hears some of them people try to talk that trash, why they hate certain politicians and certain laws and stuff like that. And it's like, are you really that stupid that you didn't investigate all this stuff before you got up there and talked to a guy like that, knowing that he's going to bust your chops? That's got to be Jonesy, Radio Talk. Right? Jonesy, is that you? I think Jonesy's trying to go for the channel record. How many? I will never get into a fiberglass Corvette. I've seen the back end come off after skidding around a roundabout over here and it hit a lamppost. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it ripped the whole tail. I mean, that's all fiberglass. But you know, they're supposed to be designed for people that are used to driving on cobblestone. You know, because I remember my first time driving on cobblestone in my BMW over there, and it was like, good lord, just a little bit wet. Somebody poured a drink on that stuff, and all of a sudden it becomes ice. But you know, a lot of your Paul, a lot of your stuff over there is cobblestone. You know, and you know them roads are holding up. I've been holding up for hundreds of years, and we can't get a highway to last 20 years here. Let's see. Yeah, you like I said, like you know that guy just recently that was killed right down the road from us the other day, or I say you know a few weeks ago. Outback Tasmania. Yep. But this is the best new channel on YouTube. Just saying, right? Outback Tasmania. That's very cool, Jonesy. I'll have to go check that one out. All right. So anybody got a link to Outback Tasmania for Jonesy there? We'll see if we can't boost some subscribers for him. Taken up during the 80s and cemented with a tar topping. Well, man, they just took all the fun out of that. There was probably some American that went over there and said, "Hey, we got a better way." No, you don't. I mean, even though the cobblestone is uh, slick and the you know when it gets wet and all that, but still, I don't think it's I don't know. I think it's crazy that they took them out and then put back down blacktop, man. Like, what are you thinking? There it is. There's the link up there for Outback Tasmania. Yeah, so this way I can go back and see if I can. I can't even copy it on this. There we go. Popped it up there. Uh, that is so cool. Outback Tasmania. I'm gonna have to go check that one out. Move them for road safety. And like I said, Paul, I get that for road safety. I mean, because that stuff does get like ice, you know. But on the same note, man, that's like ruining history, in my opinion, you know. 50 Shades of Jonesy. We're leaving that one alone, Rachel. Happy birthday, June birthdays. I agree. In fact, it was um come to find out, Tony and Judy from Judy Jules and the Big Italian, her birthday was on the day that of our anniversary for being on the property 1 year. And you know, when I did that video the other day, it never even dawned on me that that day was the 1 year anniversary of us actually being moving onto the property here. So um, I thought that was kind of cool. And then, like I said, it was not cool that I missed it, but cool that it was 1 year. Okay, still got a few of the old cities. So like downtown and all that is all blacktop now. Grandma, okay, Jan says my grandma lived on a cobblestone road in Pennsylvania. Yeah, those were so cool over there. There's Brett. What's happening? Let's put some googly eyes on things. That's right. Brett and Deborah over there. If it wasn't a 2 hour drive for them to come up here, I'd love for y'all to come up here and see us. Um, what did I miss? Oh, it just went by me. So, oh, that's what it's doing. It says hide the comment. You had it up too long. You're here for an hour. Go home now. uh, says Outback Tasmania, new sub again. Thought that drone flying around those tree trimmers was cool. It was kind of cool, wasn't it, though, Jonesy? I thought it was pretty cool myself. Yeah, and yeah, then they celebrated 30 years of anniversary too. Tony and Judy did, so I think that's awesome. Pizza Paul. I said, peace, Sir Paul. That's funny. Uh, so yeah, I thought it was very cool too. So I'm getting a lot better with that drone. You know, the nice thing about that Phantom that I had, if y'all want a really top-notch drone and you don't mind spending the money, they're about 2 grand. But that Phantom 4 by DJI, now that one, that's the bad drone, the bad boy of the bunch. Like it can pick up about 8 pounds. Going downhill. I know it's scary. Yeah, all over Germany and that stuff back in the 80s. You know, especially if your tires are just a little bit off. Okay, I did see something here about Auntie Anne celebrating. My husband been married 30 years this coming Friday. Well, happy anniversary, Auntie Anne. 30 years. Married to a Smurf. uh, yeah, he didn't talk much while he was at the meetup, but he doesn't seem like the type that really talks a whole lot anyway. So, like, he just seems like he's a fairly quiet fella. But I was hoping to get to talk to him more. Just the one time I met him, and then you know, and then I did see him driving off in the truck. So I was like, okay. And then I realized that it was him driving that truck that day. Oh, he says, I'm going to get Cajun food now. I will not be knowing. Drive to Louisiana. It's not that far. So you're the talker in the family? Yeah, I didn't. He didn't strike me as the very much the talker. Like, you know, he was there supportive of you more than anything as far as the YouTube part goes. Um, I mean, that's just what it struck me. I agree. Auntie Anne is my favorite Smurf too, because she did such an awesome job on that, doing that Smurf outfit, y'all. But that was just so cool. I mean, she fit that part like she went all out with that, y'all. Uh, I never guessed that. Oh, okay. Jan's asking if she met him or not. Did the Smurfette for you, Paul? I agree. I thought it was so cool that way. I mean, because like I said, she did it and was a trooper through the whole thing, man. You know, she got the stuff in her eyes, and her eyes were burning and all that stuff, and she was still going at it. So, Auntie Anne, kudos, girl. I loved it. I thought it was so very cool. So, you know who I haven't seen in a while is the Info Ninja, and that's what's her name? I haven't seen her in a long time, actually. I don't think I've even seen her in any of David's lives in a long time. And that was Cindy. Has anybody ever seen Cindy Brown anymore? Paul, you might know because you're in a lot of those. Oh, I know. It had to be super hot. Judy said she was bringing Cajun cooking to Havana. Now what? I know she needs to bring that Cajun stuff up here because that rice she made that last time, that was off the chain good. So I'm definitely ready for some more of that. So what time is it? 5:45. So yeah, that's what we got going. So y'all check that video out tomorrow. I should have that out of me doing Cindy Brown on a live last week. Well, tell her I said hi and ask her why she hasn't come over here and seen me. I guess I just need to get in a live with and try to see her. Um, so maybe she just owned the gym instead. Who knows? But you know, we also go like it's like 3 o'clock out there at her time or 2 o'clock out there at her time on the same note. So so everybody's saying hi to Mary Miley. I think she's in there getting her video going and dinner at the same time. Well, like I said, Paul, if you see her again, next time if anybody sees Cindy at any one of the lives, just tell her we were thinking about her, that I missed my info ninja.
Excuse me? I'm the one who's cooking.
Oh, Shorty's cooking. Look at her.
I am cooking. I do correct that because Mom listen.
Ah, Mom's listening and Molly's cooking. I know, right? It's like she just, I don't know, busy with the wife, with the family, you know. I know how that goes. But it was, I think that's what, why I took to her so well is, like you, her, and Paul, and Auntie Ann, you know, uh, you got information, man. They were on it. Like everybody's saying hi, Shorty. Jonesy says hi, Shorty. Brian says hi, Shorty. Jan says go, Shorty. What are you cooking?
Hamburgers and tater tots.
Oh, hamburgers and tater tots.
Something I've never cooked, but it's done now, and now it's just
So Bobby said, I bet Cindy's just trying to survive California. I know, right? That place is, California y'all, is just off the chain wild. Sweet home Alabama. So Shorty's picking off the stuff. Yeah, I should have covered more stuff when I started this, but curry chicken. You know, that's something. I had some friends, not for a lot of channels, but not for a while now. I know, right? Gwen says hi, Shorty. I've been through Alabama. I can't even tell you how many times. I used to go haul carpet stuff out of there for Shaw Carpets and haul it up north to the main Shaw plant.
Why is there so many of these things around?
Oh, Jan says she's got to go feed the boss. Well, tell him we said hi. BNS Odyssey said hi, Shorty. Hi, Mary.
Mary's inside.
So, yeah, I used to have some really good friends that worked at the or that lived in the complex, one of the apartment complexes I was remodeling. And man, the wife there, she was always trying to feed me curry stuff, you know, like curry chicken and curry everything. And I was like, man, that's why I fell in love with that stuff. There's Tim Wren. What's happening? Foco said hi too. Marco says, Smiley Miley. What, not Smiley?
No. This is my off time.
Stay safe and have a great week, Jan. Tell the boss we said hello. Butter, chicken, and rice. I'll have to check that out. You know, I'm not a foodie person, y'all. Like, I eat. There's a few foods that I just really, really enjoy. But for the most part, I'm just never been really a big foodie person. Like, I'm not one of those people that I'm gonna go try a whole bunch of different stuff on a regular basis, and not like a lot of things. I don't know, just never have been.
I know one thing that Mom and he doesn't like, but I do.
What's that?
Asparagus.
Oh yeah, asparagus. No.
I only like it burnt.
No, I don't do it. And pretty much, yeah, Paul, that's pretty much it. I'll eat, unless it's really raunchy and it's got asparagus or something like that, or broccoli or one of them.
Broccoli.
And like spinach to me, y'all, spinach is, I'd rather eat tree bark. There's Big Joe. Big Joe says I look like a foodie person. I don't know how to take that. Is that a foodie person or a foodie person?
I am.
Oh man, 10-minute warning. Broccoli is yummy, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And all my kosher, all of them, they all love that broccoli and stuff. And Brussels sprouts, no, can't do none of that.
Never had it. Yep.
No, can't do none of that stuff.
Want to have.
Or fruity, Joe.
I love fruits, but some fruits I don't.
Gwen's a Bama girl. So, all right, Gwen. So, which team is your college football team there in Bama? Are you roll tiding it, or what's the other one?
Well, we have an extra one, so come over.
Brian, that's a long way to ride for a cheeseburger now.
It is a cheeseburger. I added the cheese on it.
See, Brett says, butt nuggets there. Give me some liver and onions and potatoes with gravy. Go Gators. That's right, Ginger. Go Gators. See, Gwen says she's a Bama girl, so I was just curious if she was a Roll Tide or the other one.
I do not like football, so I'm out of that. I don't like it ever.
And I can't do the.
I like the Puppy Bowl.
Brett, I can't do the liver and onions. I just never. Roll Tide, there she goes. I can't do the liver and onions.
What is that?
My mom used to make that stuff all the time, and I can't do it. That sauerkraut. It's like, man, don't do it. Neil says, Roll Tide. That's right. Bring me a burger and come get a load of sand, bro. Yeah. I'd have to bring a semi truck over there. And now cabbage, now that I can do. Like I like stuffed cabbage. Now that I can get into with the you know, especially when they do the sausage the right way and all that kind of stuff. I can get into some stuffed cabbage. Now I can't do it like the way a lot of people do it, but so Ginger, is Joe working again? I know they're good for you, Shirley, but man, I just can't get past the taste. Maybe it was just because of my childhood, but yeah, I can't get past the taste. It's like, it tastes like it should be meat and texture should be meat, but man, you bite into it and to me, it's just like, oh, dry, dry, dry. No, can't do it, Paul. No. The only type of vinegar I really care for is when they do it with the fish and chips, you know, and somebody does the tartar sauce with a little bit of vinegar hint to it. Yeah, Paul watches the what in their country they call it the real football. Even though they are getting NFL to play in England now, it's kind of funny. So Paul watches all football. You know, and that's kind of crazy how football got to that point where like soccer is football, but yet football is football. No, spinach, Shirley, can't do that either. I would rather eat tree bark than spinach. That's how, I mean, that's how bitter it is to me. Like it is the most bitter stuff you've ever had in my world. Paul just says, I refuse to watch any sports. I don't blame you. I have friends that are just sports fanatics, and like, I don't know, I just don't get it. You know, everybody's got their thing in the world, but though that's what makes this country awesome is everybody can do whatever they want to. You can watch whatever you want to. You can dress how you want to. You can act how you want to. Well, to a point anyway. You know, unless it becomes illegal. Cilantro tastes like mold. I know, and that does too. That does to me too, Brett. It tastes like mold, and I don't get that. There's Wanda Henry. What's happening? I have not watched my TV for over 5 years. Really? No TV in 5 years, Paul? Other than just watch YouTube on it, or you just stay on the computer? A cucumber with vinegar and a little sugar. Wow. Cucumber with vinegar and a little sugar. Oh, that's. Wonder how that would taste. Because now I've done cucumbers with the vinegar, you know, soaked in vinegar, and as long as I get most of the vinegar off with just a tiny bit of salt. Now that I can do. I've done those before, and those I'm pretty good with. On the PC from morning to night. Brian, give me a warning. 4-minute warning. Bobby said I used to eat chicken liver from KFC back in the day. No, now I don't blame you. You know, KFC, I really like KFC, but man, that stuff is getting nutty. You would think, as far as price goes, and then not all of them are the same. When I eat cucumbers like that, I agree. I eat onions that way too, Wanda. Like I'll take an onion, just slice it up, put salt on it, and eat it. So same thing with tomatoes, cucumbers. Yeah, I will do all that. So who goes live tonight? So after us is the Grady's, and then after that is Tim over there at the Ridge Life, showing off his fancy solar house. uh, and the Grady's, I'm glad they caught that guy going up there around their area. And then of course they posted a thing the other day about I don't know, something about all the politics going on in the world. And you know, and that's not something I get into. It's like, you know, when we see that stuff on the news in the morning, we basically put the news on in the morning. This Channel 5 news here, it's on the app, and we put it on there just to catch some of the weather and kind of get a basic idea of the weather, and the rest of it just to make sure it ain't nobody trying to bomb Arkansas or blow up Arkansas where we're at. Other than that, I really don't care. Tim going live with his new girlfriend again. Uh-oh. We're going to start calling her the judge. Here comes the judge. Here comes the judge. I haven't ate at KFC in years. And, you know, Neil, I still like KFC, but man, it's just, you know, every now and then it's like a treat, you know, and you go in there and you get your belly full of grease and then, you know, you hate it for a couple of days. Wanda Henry says, hello, sweet Miley. She's trying to get things going here. So we got about 2 minutes left before dinner time and end of the live time. Huh?
It's dinner time.
Oh, it's already done? Okay, so I got 2 more minutes before I can eat. She's treated myself last week to a KFC bargain bucket. What is it? Oh, tater tot? Sure. And I do like it. Like I said, I love. Oh, that even kind of tastes like KFC. 1 minute warning. You know, Neil, I ate at Church's one time, and got food poisoning from it. And I said, nope, never again. Never will I take that chance again. Two days in the smallest room in the house, right? And Taco Bell's kind of that way too. Like you better have the smallest room in the house close to you right after eating Taco Bell too.
I'm cooking hamburgers and tater tots.
Neil says Popeye's favorite sour is spinach, right?
I've never had Popeyes.
Popeye's chicken?
Nope.
Paul was making a joke about Popeye's spinach. You know, because he's Popeye the Sailor Man.
Oh, you mean that guy? Oh.
Yeah, dinner, Taco Bell. All right, guys, it's 6 o'clock. Y'all go check out the Grady's. I love y'all. Thanks for coming and joining us tonight, man. I really appreciate everybody. And some big love. And y'all, we'll see the video tomorrow of how much of a mess I made. All right, we'll see y'all then. Thanks for being here. Said end the stream already. We're tired. Stop talking. It's ending. There we go.